Welcome back. Welcome back to Young Tripp Reactions. Yeah. Insane. Absolutely insane. Such a damn shame.
You're watching Young Tripp Reactions, the show where rapper Young Tripp reacts to the latest videos on crime, drama, news, and so much more. Get ready, because the show's about to start. Let's go.
Welcome back to Young Tripp Reactions. The first video that we're going to do is he tried to unalive me in prison. Catch me on the yard by my homie Jay Williams. Let's live life. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and join the Young Tripp family. If you have any videos that you run across that you want to hear me react to on the channel, post it in my community tab or send it to me through my professional social media accounts through FB or Instagram. My FB and Instagram will be at the top of the chat and in the link in the description. If you have any situations involving police misconduct, injustice, violations of civil rights, or anything like that, send that to me through direct message over on Instagram or FB. Also, if you have any relatives or friends or anything like that, or anybody like that that has had situations with police misconduct or injustice, and they want to get their story out, they can also send me a message as well too. Or if they want you to, get it out for them, and you want to come on and tell their story, or want me to tell the story for them, or they're no longer here and due to the incident that they have went and joined the Lord due to the incident, you as a relative or friend can also come on and tell the story as well too, and we can help fight for justice and push for justice for you and your family. Also, make sure you come follow me over on my social media accounts on FB and Instagram as well too. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell notification and join the Young Tripp family. And let's get into this.
Man, you already know what it is. Jay Williams, let's live life, and we're back. Not everybody should be let out of prison. No, sir. Prisons are made for a reason. Like for the guy in today's story, Primo. This guy should never get out. They shouldn't consider letting him out. It shouldn't be a thought, topic of discussion, shouldn't come across on any piece of paperwork. He's where he needs to be. And we're going to get into why. Real quick, I heard somebody recently say, free the guys, and I heard somebody else say, no, don't free the guys. I agree. Free some of the guys. All the guys don't need to go home. Primo's one of them guys that he ain't trying to fight. He ain't got no understanding. Ain't never getting out of prison, been in prison his whole entire life. He's taken life and has no problem doing it again. Take your life by mistake. Meaning you ain't got nothing to do with what's going on and this dude will hit you up. Today we're going to get into me almost losing my life behind something I had nothing to do with. The situation with Primo, him thinking I stole something from him. How you going to pinpoint me? I'm just one of 8. Anyways, dealing with a psycho that thinks you've stolen from him. They don't want to fight. That ain't going to fight. That's only going to push that blade. Dealing with a man that's got a reputation of pushing that blade. This ain't no myth. This ain't no play. This ain't Walt Disney. This is real. There ain't nowhere to hide. Nowhere to run to. Nobody you can call. As you're watching this, it is Friday. That means it is payday. Hope y'all go get y'all's money. Hope you get paid. Also, before I start this video, I have linked the GoFundMe in the description of the video for Mark Ezell. If you haven't kept up, Mark is a very good friend of mine. Someone I love nearly and dearly that lost his life to a stroke recently. We're doing everything we can to come up with the money for the funeral, and that's why I've linked the GoFundMe. I'm also going to go live either tonight or tomorrow night to try to help the family raise these funds to lay Mark to rest. We'll touch more on that at the end of the video. Let's get into today's video. You know I done seen it. You know I done lived it. So, let's relive it. Y'all gonna have to excuse the AC today. I'm not sitting in this hot-ass truck with no AC on. So excuse the little blowing noise you might hear. Let me turn it up actually a notch. For y'all that ain't been to prison, good. If you haven't been to jail, good. This isn't meant to glorify, to brag, to do none of that. This is here to educate you about what can and what will happen. You're going to meet some very scary men while locked up. I don't care who you are. Lie and say you ain't never ran across somebody that was scary. Go ahead and tell that lie. You're going to meet some very scary individuals. Men that value your life just about as much as they do an ant crawling down the sidewalk. Men that have killed in the past. Men that don't have a problem killing. I met a lot of crazy looking, scary looking, big, jacked up, violent men during all my years in prison. If I really sit and think about violent men and the guys I've done time with, the list just goes on and on and on. In comes Primo. 6 foot tall black man, bald headed, bowling ball shoulders. Looks like he has dedicated his entire life to working out in prison. Had Portsmouth tattooed across his back and one of the shittiest teardrop tattoos I've ever seen to date. It was like 3 times bigger than what it should be. It was just, looked like it was plucked. It's a really ugly face tattoo. Primo was a known killer. Dudes from Portsmouth that knew him would tell you, he ain't the one. Don't mess with him. Leave him alone. Let him sell his little dope, chase behind the boys, do whatever he does, but don't get Primo started. With a lot of these dudes, there's telltale signs that they're just not right upstairs. One of them being most of them don't keep a good friend. Or they don't have the same friend for very long because after somebody befriends somebody like that, oh, no.
You're about to lose $50,000 for your car accident because you don't know this one trick. Check this out. I'm an attorney. I've been doing this for years. And I'm standing here because most people walk away from accidents leaving tens of thousands of dollars on the table, and nobody tells them. Look at it.
Oh, no. The dude that kicks it with them, and most of them don't keep a good friend. Or they don't have the same friend for very long because after somebody befriends somebody like that, oh, no. The dude that kicks it with him the most might be the one that ends up getting stabbed because he has more dealings with him than anybody else. Now, I've met a few different Primos in my bed. I've met Primos, Supreme, Pakistans, Panamas, you name it. I've heard it, I've seen it, I've dealt with it. But this Primo is just one of maybe 3 that I've done time with. The first time I actually can recall seeing Primo, I was still in 9 building. And I seen him through the fences. I was talking to somebody else that was in another building. That would be the first time I noticed him. And that was because he had Portsmouth tattooed all the way across his back. Now, most dudes that got something big like that on their back usually got other stuff too. Some tattoos in their arms, maybe some stuff on their chest. Nope, not Primo. He's just got Portsmouth all the way across his back. And aside from that, his body had all types of various scars. Different cut marks, stab marks, bullet holes. Like, the man had been through some violent things in his...
Looked like he been in the military. Like he been serving in the army. Let's continue.
Life. He had done some violent things in his life. Time would go on, I would end up down 7 buildings, and I would have to live around Primo day in and day out. I don't know if he got help from the streets, but what I do know is he sold dope in prison. A lot of dudes sold dope in prison. You have a lot of dudes in there with addictions, therefore you're going to have a lot of dope boys. Now, like most dudes, Primo got his stuff through the visitation room. So in 2008, I had been at Greensville at this point a couple years. I had seen a lot, done a lot, been through a lot. I dealt with a lot of different crazy son bitches in that amount of time. But I hadn't dealt with nobody like Primo yet. I dealt with your typical bullies, the dudes that thought they were going to muscle their way into getting into your bag, or they're going to muscle their way into getting you to do something. I've never got on here and proclaimed to be King Kong. I've never got on here and claimed to be the toughest dude in the world. That's not me. But I will fight. Anybody who knows me will tell you, he'll fight. Even if he loses, he's going to fight. I was brought up that way. The guys that gave me the game, that taught me the ropes when it came to being locked up, always told me, a loss is better than a walk-off any day. You can't come back from a walk-off. You can't come back from bucking a fight. Even as a juvenile. And don't get it messed up. Some of these detention centers go harder than some jails and prisons. But the juvenile detention centers, it was a non-stop fight. So if you went through juvie, you fought. So by the time you get to prison and jail, you still get them butterflies. You still get anxious. You still don't know what the outcome is going to be. But at this point, you're used to the fighting. You've won and you've lost. You've beat people down and you've had your ass beat. I've had my ass beat numerous occasions, but I can give it too. Don't get it twisted. I'm no slouch when it comes to throwing my hands. 2008, I'm just coming off of being in the hole for a year. I got tore off in the visitation room myself, getting the pack brought in. Spent all of 2007 and came out in the beginning of 2008. I'd go to work at maintenance. This is around the time I meet my friend Mark Ezell as well. Now, the maintenance job had its perks. It had its ups and it had its downs. We could get our hands on things that other inmates couldn't get. I could get to areas of the prison other inmates would never ever see. But it's also a very pestering job. In the summertime, the other inmates want the water turned cold. Man, we don't want no hot ass showers. Man, y'all, Jay, you need to. Well, this is not my prison. But you work maintenance, you can make it happen. So I'd make sure the water got adjusted for everybody in the summertime. Then when the wintertime rolled back around, I'd make sure the water was hot. If the cable got fuzzy, they're gonna come to me. Now, when I wasn't fixing things in the prison that were broken, I'm constantly fixing things. I'm good with a wrench, I'm good with a screwdriver, I'm good with analyzing and figuring situations out. But when I wasn't doing that, I'd be working on things in the maintenance shop that came from various parts of the prison. Floor buffers, televisions, and one of the biggest things I worked on day in and day out would be microwave. The microwave was rarely ever cold. At any given moment, you could walk up, put your hand in that microwave is going to be hot. Because as soon as one person came out the microwave, somebody else would go in it. So they were known for breaking down. The biggest problems with the microwave was the door switch. If that switch in the door doesn't tell the microwave that it's closed, the microwave's not going to start. Like, you can't start your microwave with the door open, right? So if the switch goes bad, you push all the buttons you want, microwave's not going to work. But what guys would do is stand there and hold the door closed, and they hit their buttons, and it would work. Now, this would end up being one of the biggest hiding spots for a lot of guys, and I'm not giving the game up. I've seen guards come in and dismantle microwaves right in the middle of the pod and get the pack out. Get drugs out, get a knife out. I've seen it done. I've seen phones taken out of them. They know all the hiding spots. It is 2026. These microwaves stay getting broke. We stay with a good microwave in my pod. That's one benefit about living around the maintenance man. He's going to make sure that the stuff we have in here works right. And I always did. So it'd be nothing for me to walk into the maintenance shop on a Monday morning and there'd be 7, 8 microwaves sitting there. And then there'd be some on the shelf that had already been repaired. You ain't going long without bringing a microwave in there. Usually when we take the microwave, we'd already have one on the cart to replace it, or dudes are going to drive you crazy. Now, I would say for a better part of when I first got out the hole, 3 or 4 months, Primo was in my pod. I worked out with Primo. Like, there'd been times I'd actually jumped on sets with Primo, with a man short. Hey, Primo, you trying to jump on the workout? Yeah, I got y'all. Big, strong son of a bitch. Slinging 225 or 315 like it's nothing, like it's light work. I thought, listen to me when I say this, I thought me and this dude had a good rapport. You're going to think that about a lot of the dudes you're locked up with until that moment comes that y'all have a situation and you understand none of that means shit. Now, being a maintenance worker, they would let us out before the other inmates. They'd call me out at first movement. I'd head over to the maintenance shop. I start my day. And then usually about 30 minutes later, they pop the cell doors and let all the other inmates out. It is bright and early, probably 9:30, 10 o'clock. You got guys going back and forth down the hallway, going to school. Now, the way the maintenance shop is positioned, it's at the end of the hallway. You got one door you go through, then there's another door, and there's a big open area. Tools, electronics, all the things you need to fix a prison. Sitting in this chair, I'm working on one of these microwaves, and I see Radar. I've talked about Radar in the past. Get up, and he goes to the door. There's somebody at the door, and he's talking to this. It was a big no-no for us to go to that door. Like, stay away from that door. Usually a guard in the hallway, somewhere in the hallway, in one of these hallways, she's going to be lurking around. But you're not supposed to go to the door. Radar's at the door, and he's talking to Primo. Hey, Jay, come here. So I go over there. What's up, man? Hey, Primo wants to holler at you, and Radar walks off. So what's up, Primo? What's good with you? Look, bro. And he's whispering to me. They took the microwave out the pod this morning and swapped it out because it was broke. All right? Y'all got a new one? I mean, it works, right? Nah. You're not hearing me. My pack was in the microwave. Now, on the bottom of the microwave, there's a silver vent. And there's 2 little screws that you can unscrew with your hand. Now, if you pulled this little grill off, it was a big-ass opening. Perfect for putting whatever. And at this point, the guards didn't know about the microwave hiding spot. I knew about it because I disassembled microwaves and I worked on them. I hadn't hidden anything. I did years later. I hadn't hidden anything in the microwave at this point. But these microwaves were constantly coming in. Primo's telling me, now my pack was in that microwave. I said, well, shit, say less. I'll grab it out, I'll bring it back to CNET. At this point, Primo's living next door in 200 pod. He lived up above me for better part of a couple months before they moved him next door for whatever reason. If I remember right, I think Primo was chasing a boy and ended up going to 200 pod to be with the boy. Just saying. I said, all right, let me see what I can do, man. I got you. All right, bro, I'm just saying. My shit was in there when that microwave left up out of here. I need my shit back. I said, all right, I got you. He peels off. Guard comes down the hallway. Hey, get away from the maintenance shop. William, shut the maintenance door. I said, all right, Primo. I shut the door. I go back to my chair. Now, there's a whole rack of these microwaves sitting, and there's a flat cart, a metal flat cart with like 6 microwaves on it. I'm looking around. At this point, we've got 15 microwaves in here. I've got 4 maintenance supervisors in this shop. There's also
15 microwaves in there and several supervisors in there. Let's continue.
Other inmates in here. I'm looking around. At this point, we've got 15 microwaves in here. I've got 4 maintenance supervisors in this shop. There's also 7 other inmates in here working on various things. Some of the guys had already packed up their stuff for the day, went with their boss to the part of the prison they had to go work on. We get these work orders where you got to work on stuff, whatever it may be. Cell door not working, this, that, railing loose. Stupid shit, but a lot of these guys started left. If I recall right, it was like 5 of us, 5 inmates, and 3 of the maintenance men. I go sit back on my chair. The first thing I do is pop the metal grate off this microwave I'm working on to make sure this is the one, this ain't the one. I look in it. There ain't nothing in there. Dust. That's about it.
My Blue Chew Gold just kicked
Advertisement,
in.
y'all.
Sir, that is always an immediate yes for me.
My husband has been initiating in the bed.
14 more microwaves to check. I look in it. There ain't nothing in there. Dust. That's about it. 14 more microwaves to check. And I got to do this to where I'm not drawing attention. They see me just unscrewing every piece off every microwave. Williams, what are you doing? It's not going to take them long to realize I'm looking for something. What are you searching for? And before I know it, they come over there, jump in on the search. They find it. Now I'm mixed up in this. It's a bad look. So I got to be inconspicuous.
Right. He got to like try to look for it without really looking for it, because if they find that he's looking for something, they're going to send the goon squad, the SWAT team in there, and they're going to end up possibly finding it. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and join the Young Tripp family. Let's continue.
I like that word. And they come over there, jump in on the search. They find it. Now I'm mixed up in this. It's a bad look. So I got to be inconspicuous. I like that word. Inconspicuous with my search for this pack. I continue on like nothing's wrong. So at the time, you got me, Mark, Radar, Dog, and a dude named Troy out of 9 building in the maintenance shop. And you got the supervisors, Mr. Williams, Mr. Liggins. Then there was a really skinny older black dude. I don't remember his name. So I go back to what I'm doing. I fix this microwave, I pick it up, I sit on the shelf, I go to grab another one and sit it down. I'm gonna pop the grate off and say, hey, Jay, grab the card, got a tool card, we gotta go over to such and such, we got a work order on this. So that puts a pause on messing with any more microwaves. We head over to the administration building, we do what we gotta do. We end up spending the rest of the day over there working on something. I don't even end up going back to the maintenance shop. We're going down the hallway with the maintenance cart. My boss tells me, we're done for the day, man. You can go and go back to your building. Walking down the hallway, I turn around, I head back to the building. As I'm coming in the front, now it branches off. You got 100 pod, you got 200 pod, and there's a control booth right in the center, right? And you got to stand in this little vestibule area. Then one of these 2 doors is going to slide open, and that lets you into your pod. As I'm coming in, and they all know what time we come back, 4:30, maintenance men return. As I'm coming in the pod, Primo's at the door. Hey, yo, hey, you found that? I said, nah, man, I ain't really had time to search like that. And he gives me the you're lying face. Come on, bro, this ain't no game. I said 5 minutes after you left the door, we left. Grabbed the car, went to another part of the prison. I ain't been in the maintenance shop. I ain't been around the microwave. Bro, look, I'm not playing, man. I need what's in that microwave. Like, dudes ain't gonna start acting like some, we ain't did. I'm not fucking playing, man. You need to get what's in that microwave out and get that back to him. I said, look, bro, first chance I get, I got you. But I can't give you something, A, I ain't found, and B, I don't have access to at the moment. Now, this is prison. You do have every right to be paranoid and think somebody's trying to get over. Because 9 times out of 10, somebody's trying to get over. It's a dog-eat-dog world. And in there, it's straight larceny with most guys. So I tell him, I said, Primo, chill, man. If it's in the microwave, I got you, all right? Just chill out. At this point, I want to say it's midweek. It's like a Wednesday or a Thursday. But I know already that, like, he's put this on me. Bitch, I didn't hide that shit in there. I didn't take the microwave. I got nothing to do with nothing. But me being who I am, I'm going to look for it. I'm going to get it to you. I'm going to get it back to you. And you know what it tells me? Look, I got you. I got you. Get the pack back. I got you. I'm going to break you off. I'm going to look out. I said, bro, if it's in there, I'm going to find it. Following morning, we go to chow. Some shit pops off in the chow hall. 2 dudes get to rumbling. So we come back from chow hall. We got to lock down while they pack these dudes' stuff up and roll them out. Anytime somebody's going to the hole, everybody locks in. They can't put you in handcuffs and other inmates be running around because you could attack this man, you know what I mean? Whatever the case may be. Now he's got a lawsuit because he was attacked in handcuffs. So if something happens like that, everybody goes in their cell until it's resolved. There's no movement till the situation is resolved. It's now 10:30, 11 o'clock. I'm banging on the door. Boom, boom, boom. Hey, let me out, man. I need to go to work. I need to go to work. Don't nobody want to sit up in this cell all day, and that job allowed me a way to get out the cell. Come over to intercom. Williams, stop banging on the door. Once there's movement, we'll let you out. Man, I need to go to work. Once there's movement, we'll let you out. Bang on that door again and you ain't going nowhere. So I stopped banging. They do the lunchtime count, then right after that, boom, they pop the doors, they let us out. I go to control booth. Hey, Williams going to early chow, then I'm going to the maintenance shop. All right, I'm letting you out. She lets me out. I slide over to chow hall, eat my little tray, slide down the maintenance hall. I go over to the maintenance shop. What do I see? There's a whole bunch of stuff moved around. The 6 microwaves that were on that cart are now mixed in with the others. That cart at least gave me an idea of, all right, this cart just came in, it's one of these 6. Now I don't know which one. Other inmates got these microwaves torn apart and they're working on them. Now how am I going to go up to somebody else and be like, hey, I need this, I can't do it. Radar knows about it. I ain't going to say the Radar was grimy, but Radar been in prison 20-some years at this point. Radar's never coming home. So if Radar runs across the pack, there's a high chance he's going to snatch it up. Well, Primo's not the dude you want to do that to. As I've told y'all, Primo will fight, but he's not no fighter. He's a stabber. He's going to push that bone crusher on you.
He's going to use that sword of justice. Let's continue.
Push that knife at you. Not the dude you want to do that to. As I've told y'all, Primo will fight, but he's not no fighter. He's a stabber. He's going to push that bone crusher on you. He's going to push that knife at you. He's going to poke your ass up with something. So I pulled Radar to the side. I said, Primo told you what's going on? Yeah, that's crazy, bro. He said, I checked the ones on the shelf right there and the ones on the top. I looked through a couple of them, like 2, 3. I ain't seen none. Back in my mind, I'm thinking, bitch, you done found the pack. And this man's coming at me like I got something to do with the microwave being taken. I said, who else knows? He said, I told Dog, but that's it. I don't trust Troy, and I don't really know Mark like that. Mark had just started working maintenance. I didn't really know Mark like that. I pulled my chair up to my little work area. I grabbed one of the microwaves off the top. Boom, I sit it down. My boss, hey, no. We're going to A building. We got a bunch of doors that won't close. We got this going on. There's a light out in the administration building. They got a whole entire list of stuff I need to do. Microwaves are not priority unless they're not working. And every pod's got to work a microwave. So once again, I'm being pulled out the maintenance shop to go work in other parts of the prison. We'd only be in the maintenance shop on like our downtime. When we had absolutely nothing to do, then we'd be in the maintenance shop. Otherwise, stuff's constantly breaking. There's no telling where I might be in the
And this is in prison. It's not the best equipment and stuff in prison. So yeah, it's normal for things to break down. Then you got to go and fix it because it's, you know, it's state property and stuff. And so it's not gonna be the best, you know, stuff. And so things are constantly breaking. And so then you have to have it fixed. And so he's not just sitting in the maintenance shop fixing microwaves and trying to find Primo's pack. Obviously, if you don't know, if you're new, like I have a bunch of new subscribers, I'm constantly gaining new subscribers. So for people who may be just checking out Prison Stories and never have watched it, he's referring to drugs when he's saying the pack. So yeah, he doesn't have time to just be sitting in the maintenance shop looking for this pack. You know, there's stuff constantly breaking. It's state property, not the best stuff. So, you know, if the doors are broken and cell doors ain't closing, that is definitely a priority because people have to be locked in their cells when the police want them to be locked in their cells. So that's a higher priority over a microwave any day. And then every building also has a working microwave right now. So, nope, we ain't going to be just focusing on that, as you already heard the supervisor just say. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and join the Young Tripp family. Let's continue.
Prison. But we'd only be in the maintenance shop on like our downtime. When we had absolutely nothing to do, then we'd be in the maintenance shop. Otherwise, stuff's constantly breaking. There's no telling where I might be in the prison. But in the back of my mind, I already know this dude's gonna start flipping. It's day number 2. I had no opportunity to look at nothing, pop the vent covers off to. So they got me, Radar, and Mark working together that day. Mark knew what he was doing, and Radar was good at his job. To be a lifer and just completely crazy, he was really, really good with the electronics. So like I said, on this day in particular, me, Radar, and Mark are working together. They give us the work order, we go with our boss, and we go to the building. We come out, they done fed chow, everybody's back from lunch, guys are on the yard. No sooner than we push out the door for the administration building, headed over to this building, see everybody on the yard. The fence is right there. Primo's at the fence. Hey, Radar! Radar, come here. Radar goes over the fence. They talk for a minute. Guard, hey, get away from the fence. Hey, mate, get away from the fence. He comes back and joins us. Hey, Jay. And I put my hand up like, hold on, you see the people right here. You know I can't come talk to you. Hey, Jay, you need to holler at me, man. What's good? I'm walking beside my boss. Radar, Mark's pushing the cart. I said, just chill. We keep moving. Day drags on. I keep trying to find little reasons to go to the maintenance shop. But like I said, when I come in there, there's maintenance men. I can't just walk in like I'm going to get a screwdriver, walk over to microwaves and start messing with them. Thought you came to get a tool. Why you keep messing with the microwaves, man? I'm trying not to draw attention. That evening, we're coming out to build. My boss does the same thing. Hey, look, y'all good. Y'all ain't got to go to the maintenance shop. Y'all can go every turn to your housing units. I said, oh, I got to grab my beanie out the maintenance shop. Man, they can wait till tomorrow. I need to grab my beanie out the maintenance shop. Somebody else will snatch it up. I need my beanie. All right, come on. We go to the maintenance shop, and I've got the beanie laying right there in front of all the microwaves. I try to shoot the bullshit, try to stall.
Turn up the heat with
Advertisement,
Culver's
y'all.
new jalapeno jack pub burger and chicken sandwich.
Can't skip it at the moment.
I'm standing here looking at this vent on this one microphone. We go to the maintenance shop, and I've got the beanie laying right there in front of all the microwaves. I try to shoot the bullshit, try to stall. I'm standing here looking at this vent on this one microwave that I know just came in because all these have been sitting here. This one just came in within the last few days. I think this is the one. I get to messing with the bottom of it. All right, William, see you in the morning, man. Leave the microwave alone. Get up out of here. Good day's work. Now, what he don't know is I got a killer waiting on me back at the building that thinks that I just get to all day long look for stuff. He's not trying to hear, I ain't been in this maintenance shop all day, and once again, I ain't had a chance to check. By now, rec is done, they're preparing for chow, then they call standby for chow when I come out the door. I come into the building, once again, Primo's at the front gate. What's up, man? You gotta think, it's been 2 days. Not only do I not know anything about where the pack's at, I ain't even had a chance to look. But I can only guess that in this guy's mind, he thinks I'm playing games. I come into the vestibule, ready to go on my pod. Primo's right there. Hey, Jay, go to the back gate, man. Let me holler at you. Now, you go to the back, it's a fire escape. There's a staircase that goes all the way up to the 4th floor or a door that goes out to the rec yard. And then there's bars, like a bar door that swings open to let you out. And then there's one on the other side as well, and there's a little partition wall. So you can stand back there and you can talk. You can reach your arm through the bars to kind of pass stuff around, but you can't see each other. Primo, hey, let me holler at you at the back. I said, give me a minute, I'll be back there. I go to my cell, I switch out of my work boots, throw my tennis shoes on, wash my hands. I ain't even fully washed my hands yet. I got Primo at the back gate. Hey, Jay, hey, somebody grab White Jay for me. I hear him. I'm in cell 20. My door is about maybe 12, 15, somewhere between 12 and 15 feet from this gate at the back. I'd always hear dudes yelling. That was one shitty thing about where my cell was, is I'd always hear the dudes in the back yelling for other dudes in the pod. Ain't gonna get such, but he's yelling, hey, Jay, somebody tell White Jay come to the back gate. I ain't even wash my hands yet. I go to the back gate and the whole energy is off as soon as I get back there. Hey, tell me something good, Jay. I said, bro, we ain't even had time to fuck the microwave. So you gonna tell me once again you got over there and you couldn't look for the joint? I said, I'm telling you, I wasn't in the maintenance shop but 30 seconds before we left. This is when things go left. Bro, don't let me find out y'all trying to play games with me. Stop him in his tracks. I said, Primo, you know better than that. I don't play no games. I told you when I get a chance to look for it, I'm going to look for it. But I told you I'm going to break you off, I'm going to play fair. I get all that. But this ain't that. I ain't had the time to mess with the microwaves, man. What's going to happen is you're going to have me over here frantic trying to look for this stuff. The people will catch on that I'm looking for something. They're going to send the people in the search. You're going to lose the pack, and I'm going to go to jail because I look like I'm looking for what they just found. I said, Jay, don't fuck with me, man. Don't be playing with me. You know about me. Like, I don't bother nobody.
He's telling him that if I look for the pack, obviously, like making it look like I'm looking for something, they're going to send in the SWAT team, and then they gonna find it, and then it's gonna look like it was mine, and I'm gonna get arrested behind it, and that's gonna be bad. He ain't hearing none of that. It's just, I need my pack. And that's the scary part about people when they're, on drugs and all of that. They don't want to hear nothing. Nothing, no common sense, no nothing. They just, I need what I need. I don't care how I get it. I don't care who get in trouble if I get it. It don't matter about none of that. It's just, I want my pack. Crazy. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and join the Young Tripp family. Let's continue.
My little bit of money, send the people in the search. You're going to lose the pack, and I'm going to go to jail because I look like I'm looking for what they just found. I said, Jay, don't fuck with me, man. Don't be playing with me. You know about me. Like, I don't bother nobody. I get my little bit of money. Jay, I need my pack back. Bro, I ain't got your pack. I ain't say you got the pack. I told you what the pack said. You need to get inside the microwaves and get my pack back. Or it's going to be problems. Or it's going to be problems. Hold the fuck up. Or it's going to be what? I said, hold up, Primo. Hold up. First of all, you coming at me crazy right now. Like, you sound crazy right now. Bro, I ain't seen your pack. I'm telling you, that first chance I get, if it's over there and ain't nobody else got to it, I got you. But you got to chill, man. I don't know, bro. I just be sitting in the cell. I'm starting to feel like motherfuckers playing with me. Like on day one, first quarter, y'all went over there, y'all got it. Now y'all acting like, oh, I don't know what to say. Bro, I need my shit back. I said, Primo, I'm going to tell you again, man. I ain't found your pack. I ain't got your pack. The first chance I got it. The way you just came at me was crazy, homeboy. You need to chill, like pipe down. He says, y'all ain't seen crazy, man. Let somebody play with me like that. Let somebody think they going to take some. Ain't nobody about to take nothing from me. He's making all this noise at the back. Play these games, man. I ain't no thief. I'm not that guy. I'll search for it, and if it's there, I got you. It ain't no if it's there. It's there. I'll put the shit in there. It's in the broken microwave. Bro, I got you. Chill the fuck out. By now, I went to Radar. You talk to Primo? Radar says, man, I don't really talk to Primo like that. He started telling me if I come across him, I grab it up. But that shit ain't no priority in my book. Like, I said, we pressing me. He said, yeah, because you put too much attention in it. Should have told him from the beginning, I don't know nothing about none of that, man. Holler at somebody else. So what I've done is I've talked too much, man. And telling him I'm going to search, I'm going to do this. I've now become obligated. Like, this shit falls on me now.
I just got paid
Advertisement, yeah.
$62,000 for my car accident using nothing but this app on my.
Mind you, I'm only a couple years into my bid. It falls on me now. Mind you, I'm only a couple years into my bid. I still got some greenness I need to get out of my system. Right from the gate with that situation, I should have told him, holler at somebody else, man. I ain't got nothing to do with that. But by agreeing that I would help find it, I've now become suspect. If I don't find it, it makes it seem like I did find it and I'm not coming up off of it. And Friday morning rolls around, I come in and all I can think is, please don't tell me we got 100 work orders. We got to be everywhere but the maintenance shop. Come in that morning, there's usually a clipboard hanging right there. I look, we got a couple things. It ain't nothing big. This shit we can knock out within an hour. So it gives us time to fix the stuff in here. So I holler at my boss. I said, what we doing today, man? Mr. Randolph's going to take Troy, such. They can go over to that building. We'll try to get some of this shit here fixed. The floor buffers need to be fixed. The visitation room looks like shit because they can't buff the floor. They're bitching about it. I said, well, I'm gonna knock some of these microwaves out, man. Get these microwaves fixed so they can take them where they go so they're not all piled up in here. Nah, we're not really worried about the microwaves right now. Everybody got to work a microwave. Focus on the floor buffer. So I pull my little chair up right next to the shelf where all these microwaves are. And I start working on this floor buffer. A couple of the other maintenance men leave out. Now it's me, my boss, and like 3 or 4 guys in there. There's only one maintenance man, like boss type man. He's doing something on the computer. I look over at the microwaves. I take the first one. I unscrew the plate, tilt it down. I look in there. Ain't nothing there. I screw it back on. Every so often I get a chance. I pop them plates off, looking, screw it back on. Get to like the 3rd or 4th microwave, I unscrew it, pop it off. There's a big ass knife inside the microwave. Push that back in there like I never seen it. Screw the piece back on. I'd have been through 8 of these 15 microwaves, and I ain't come across no pack yet. We go back to the building for lunch. Primo's at the door. Hey, Jay, tell me something good, man. I said, look, bro, I'm looking, man. I said, I got you. Should have never said that. I'd have been through like half of them. I ain't seen no pack play with me like that. Years later, you wouldn't have put no pressure on me like this. But I was early. I was young, early 20s, and I got you. We go back after lunch. I go through these microwaves. By the time 4:30 hits, I have checked every microwave in here. There ain't no...
He didn't check every microwave in the maintenance shop. There is no pack in none of the microwaves. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and join the Young Tripp family. Let's continue.
Pack. Oops. By the time 4:30 hits, I have checked every microwave in here. There ain't no pack in none of these microwaves. So then I get to looking at the dudes around me. I know I seen Mark working on one. Dog, Radar, Troy, West Virginia, Jimmy. It's a bunch of different dudes. My dude James Rosemont. That's all worked on microwaves over the past few days. The pack ain't in the microwave. What I don't realize is the other day while we was out working on this other building, they had fixed a couple of the microwaves, took them and swapped them out. So what's happened is this microwave is now in one of these pods. This microwave has been transported from the maintenance shop where it's been fixed into one of these pods somewhere on the compound. So I asked Troy, I said, hey, what building y'all took microwaves to? I don't tell Troy nothing. Didn't trust Troy. Most dudes didn't. Wow, what's up? I said, where did y'all take the microwaves to, man? Dudes are saying microwaves, bro. I'm just trying to make sure. I think we took 1 down 9 building, 2 to 8 building, or 1 or 2 to 7 building. Wow, what's up? I say, ain't nothing, man. Dudes just be bothering me, harassing me. It's microwave this, microwave that. I'm just trying to make sure everybody microwave fixed. No, everybody's good. You don't remember where they went? Like, at this point, I look suspicious. You don't know where they went? Nah, so I think 1 went to 9. I think 2 went to 8 building, and maybe 1 or 2 went to 7 building. So I've now got to go from building to building, which I could do at times. They let the maintenance man come through and go to the microwave and pop this plate in front of 80 men, in front of the officer in the control booth. I just got to walk up to random microwaves, and this is exactly what I do. I find out what pods the microwaves went to, what bills. Hey, they told me come check, make sure the microwave was good. Microwave's fine. They brought it in yesterday. I know. We fixed the switch on the door. They told me come check the door switch on it. Be quick. Like I told you, the microwave's always in. You go down 9 building, 200 pod, standing there beside the microwave. There's a line of dudes trying to get stuff at the microwave. There's food in the microwave. You're not going to go fucking with that microwave while it's got somebody's food in. You got to wait for it to come out. And I tell the dudes, hey, look, I'm trying to make sure the door switch is on it. So y'all got a good microwave. Y'all know I try to keep y'all with a good microwave. Give me 1 second, man. Let me pop this little thing off. These other inmates know I'm looking for something. They ain't stupid. There's no reason I be popping that bottom off. And I got to be careful. Because somebody else here could have hid something in that microwave, see me fucking with it. Come on, hey, playboy, pimp. What you doing? Leave that alone. Don't be looking up in there. But over the course of that evening, I make my rounds to where I know microwaves went to. I don't find this pack.
Boy, still no pack. He didn't check the ones that's in the maintenance shop. Now he done went around and looked for the ones that got fixed, that got delivered to pods, and looking in those microwaves, and still no pack. Let's continue.
Pack ain't in none of these microwave, pimp. What you doing? Leave that alone. Don't be looking up in there. But over the course of that evening, I make my rounds to where I know microwaves went to. I don't find this pack. This pack ain't in none of these microwaves, man. This pack ain't in none of those microwaves at the maintenance shop. From point A to point B or whatever you want to call it, the pack is gone. Ain't no guards said nothing about no drugs being found. My boss ain't said nothing about no drugs being found. I have somehow got this shit put on my shoulders like it's my responsibility now. Because like I said, I talk too much. Was too friendly. Offering help. Not thinking that if this goes bad and I don't come back with this, I'm going to be to blame. On the yard, I'm done for the day. I head to my building. Primo's on the yard. I walk up to the fence. Tell me you found my pack. He's standing there. August 2008. It is hot outside there. Some whole bunch of dudes standing on the fence talking to dudes that are walking by from different buildings. Primo's at the fence. Jay, let me holler at you. I go over to the fence. We are face to face. Dude's huge. Towers over me. You found my pack. I said, bro, that joint might be gone. Fuck you mean it might be gone? How it might be gone? Who might be gone then? I said, bro, I went through every microwave in the shop. Even went to the buildings where they took the microwaves. And look, bro, it ain't no pack. So what you saying? You saying one of y'all took my pack? That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I done checked every one of these joints, and there ain't no pack in none of these microwaves. To the point I know they're suspicious. They had to see me looking through these microwaves. Like, by now they're on to me that I'm looking for something. But don't play with me, Jay. I'm trying to tell you, don't play with me. We're talking through the fence. I said, well, I don't know what else to tell you, man. I ain't lose the pack. I ain't put the joint in the microwave. And furthermore, I shouldn't even have spoke up, man. I should have let Dog or Radar deal with that shit. Nah, you said you was going to... Once again, I done said too much. You said you was going to get it back for me. But I said I would look. There no guarantees I can get anything. But so you going to stand here and lie to my face. You going to act like you didn't get my pack. Hold the fuck up, man. Hold up. We just went from we was all right to now you calling me a thief, more or less. You saying I'm lying. The only people got access to the microwaves is you and them. I know them. They not going to try me like that. But maybe you think you can try me like that. I said, bro, I'm going to tell you again, man. This is when you got to really drop your nuts. Stop being scary. Don't let somebody's size or the way they ball their face up or their physique threaten you. Let them know you can do what they can do. I'll let it know, bro. I ain't take your pet.
Facts, and that's in all cases. It don't matter how big somebody else is compared to you. Don't matter about what type of disability you may have versus them not having one. None of that. Facts. Let's continue. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and join the Young Tripp family.
Straight the fuck up. I've been being scary. Don't let somebody's size or the way they ball their face up or their physique threaten you. Let them know you can do what they can do. I'll let it know, bro. I ain't take your pet. Straight the fuck up. I've been trying to help you, but you coming at me on some gorilla sideways shit. Like, bro, I ain't take your pet. He starts basing up.
And that's facts too. Like, Jay is actually just trying to be nice and help him out to help him find it. He don't even have to do that. He putting himself at risk of, getting in trouble himself. If police find out, like it seemed like he looking for something, they come in there, they start looking, they find it. Then he, like I said earlier, then he's responsible. Then he goes sent to the hole. Then he goes sit in the hole for 6 months to a year trying to find something for you. Again, like Jay said, being too friendly, being too nice. Hey, if I run across it, what Jay really should have said is, hey, if I run across it, I'll get it back to you. If I don't run across it, then I don't know what happened to it. So then he doesn't be responsible. The way Jay made it seem is, hey, I'll get it back for you, and made himself be absolutely responsible for this man who has a serious addiction, a serious drug addiction, where he really needs what he wants in order to not be sick. And now he getting mad at Jay because Jay can't find it. Crazy. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell notification. Join the Young Tripp family. So again, he should have just said, hey, if I find it, I'll get it back to you. If I can't find it, then, hey, I don't know what to tell you. That's what I would have said. That's what a lot of people would have said, But Jay was just being nice, and like how he said, he was just green to prison, you know, and so he was just being nice. But when you're dealing with somebody with an addiction, they can snap at any time, and you can't just be nice with saying you're going to get them what they need. Because if you don't, then they could just take it out on you. And I've seen it on the First 48. I've seen it on, multiple different police shows as a person who always wanted to be a homicide detective. So I know. Let's continue.
Getting louder. Fucked up. I've been trying to help you, but you coming at me on some gorilla sideways shit. Like, bro, I ain't take your pet. He starts basing up, getting louder. I said, look, bro, I ain't trying to beef behind this, do all this dumb fighting shit. I ain't got your pet. This is when he shuts that shit down. This is when the real problem comes into play. I ain't gonna be no fighting. I ain't gonna be no fighting. If I even get the slightest inclination that one of y'all took my shit, I'm gonna stab the fuck out y'all. I'm gonna kill one of y'all motherfuckers in here behind this shit. Y'all.
He gonna unalive them over drugs. He's gonna unalive other inmates over drugs. And again, this is, like I said, this is where it gets like very, very dangerous when you dealing with people like this. Like I said, I remember our first 48 episode with similar situations like this. It's absolutely scary and dangerous when you are dealing with somebody who has a serious drug addiction. This is absolutely insane, dangerous, and scary. Absolutely insane. I can't even say anything else, because you should not be that addicted to anything. But again, we know that there's a lot of people out here who have serious drug addictions and end up passing away and everything due to the addiction, or they end up doing something to somebody else, ending somebody else's life, and me doing a whole rack of time, if not a life sentence. It's absolutely insane and crazy. He said he gonna unalive all the maintenance people because he can't get his pack. That is scary. Let's continue. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and join the Young Tripp family.
Thanks, just sweet. Here's the inclination that one of y'all took my shit. I'm gonna stab the fuck out y'all. I'm gonna kill one of y'all motherfuckers in here behind this shit. Y'all think shit sweet. He is hyping all the way up. My heart is beating out my chest. That man is a killer. I know he's a killer. He has stabbed people since he's been in prison. Not once, not twice, multiple occasions. He has stabbed wounds on his body, gunshot wounds on his body.
Look like he been in the military, like in the army. Let's continue.
The bitch looks like he's been to war and back. He has a name, and with that name comes violence.
And see, Jay even said it. I'm listening to this for the first time with y'all, and Jay even said it. I'm telling you, that's just my homicide detective instincts of me always wanting to be a police officer, knowing exactly what Jay was going to say. No lie. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and join the Young Tripp family. Addiction is insane.
Says some shit that has shot wounds on his body. The bitch looks like he's been to war and back. He has a name, and with that name comes violence. He says some shit that if somebody ever says this to you, there's certain ways you can say it, you heed the warning. It's a lot of different ways I'm gonna holler at you could be taken. All right, bro, I'm gonna holler at you. Like, I'll see you later. Or, you know what, I'm gonna holler at you. You can holler at me now. No, I'm gonna holler at you when we get inside, man. Yo, bro, you can holler, whatever you got to holler at me about, you can holler at me now. I'm telling you, I ain't got the pack, I ain't took the pack, I ain't seen the pack. I tried to be the nice guy. I don't know where the fuck the pack is, man. But I know I ain't got nothing to do with it. Yeah, you right. Yeah, you right. I'm gonna holler at you. I get back in the building, I get to talking to my cellie. My cellie's been down a long time, and he tells me, Jay, dude's a nut. I was up King Mountain with him years ago. He stabbed the fuck out of dude in front of everybody, like, could try to kill you behind me. I already know this. Thank you, homeboy, for adding paranoia to the plate. Thank you for making my mental state even worse than what it was a minute ago. He tells me I wouldn't move around with a knife on me. First chance he gets, if he thinks you got that, he's gonna poke the shit out you. Somebody comes to the door, hey.
Advertisement, yo.
Have you ever helped a fellow veteran?
Yes, I do my best reaching.
Primo wants you at the back, man. I wouldn't move around with a knife on me. First chance he gets, if he thinks you got that, he's gonna poke the shit out you. Somebody comes to the door, hey, Primo wants you at the back, man. I go to the back, what's up, man? So what we gonna do about this? We're gonna do about what? About that $1,000 pack that was in the microwave. Like, I talked to Dog, I talked to Radar. They say you the one going through all the microwaves, Jay. They say you checked all the microwaves, Jay. I said, yeah, I told you I was gonna do that. All right, so if anybody found the pack.
That's what you asked him to do. Oh my goodness, bro. That's another thing about people with addictions. They totally be losing their minds. You didn't forget that you asked this man to look in the microwaves? Come on, bro. Let's continue. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell notification and join the Young Tripp family.
Who would you the one going through all the microwaves, Jay? They say you checked all the microwaves, Jay. I said, yeah, I told you I was gonna do that. All right, so if anybody found the pack, who would you think it was, Jay? The guys that ain't checked the microwave, or the one guy that checked all 15 and went to the lengths of going to other buildings to look for it? But where my pack at? Primo, I ain't got the pack. I don't think you got the pack. I know you got the pack.
Now you're trying to tell him that what he know, what somebody know, what you think you know. He don't got it. Bro, this is crazy. Addiction is very, very scary, and people who have addictions really, really do need help. Let's continue.
Fuck, checked all 15 and went to the lengths of going to other buildings to look for it. But where my pack at? Primo, I ain't got the pack. I don't think you got the pack. I know you got the pack. Oh, fucking God. The man wants to murder me. Mind you, this is young 20-some-year-old Jay. This ain't vetted, Jay. This ain't been down half a century, Jay. It's been locked up a couple years, Jay. Still got a lot more violence to go through to become who I became, type Jay. Talking about what you gonna do. I ain't did shit to you, Primo. I thought we was good. Man, fuck all that. I ain't trying to hit none of that, bro. You know what you did. You been found that pack. You keep, oh, we ain't in the maintenance shop, but bro, they already told me you went through every single microwave. You told me yourself you went through every single microwave. Nah, it ain't no pack. I said, bro, it is what it is, man. If that's what we taking it, and you not trying to hear me, that's what it is. The pack's not over there, man. Either the guards found it, the maintenance supervisors found it, it fell out while they was moving it, somebody else had got it. I don't know, but I ain't touched the fucking pack, Primo. Yeah, I'm gonna have to tighten you up, man. Up on your ass. Maybe then you'll understand me. What he's thinking is I got the pack, and it's in the cell. Or I done passed it off to my cellmate. I got it bammed somewhere in my cell. I got all this dope. I done got out this fucking pack that I never found, and it's in my cell. This is where I like to say that I'm super gangster. I'm the biggest thug in the world. I'm not. I'm a human being with a pretty good IQ. I know that fucking with this man is gonna end up with me killing him or him killing me. And I don't want any parts of either one of that. I just want to fix the low floor buffers, working on a little microwave, adjust the water temperature, do the shit I do, smoke my little bit of weed here and there, tattoo, lift weights, not get stabbed to death over something I ain't got nothing to do with, going about my business. But now my mind's not in it. I'm scared. I'm truly scared. I never know when he's gonna slide up on me and stick me. If the guard is gonna let him through the door and I'm gonna have my back turned, he's gonna run up to the cell and just start stabbing me. I don't know what's gonna go on. I don't know if he's gonna hit me in the chow hall. I don't know if he's gonna catch me on the yard. What I do know is we got issues. It's not going away. He's not gonna overlook this. I'm gonna have to go knife to knife with this man. Friday ends, we go into Saturday morning. Calls me to the back gate. Hey, you hollered at Radar and Dog and them? I said, you hollered at Radar and Dog and them. Like, you asking me questions you know the answers to. You hollered at the other white boys. Told you I don't like that word, white boy. You hollered at the other white boys? So I hollered at West Virginia, Troy, and more. Ain't nobody seen the pack, man. That's what's up. I got some shit to do. Hey, make sure you come to Outside Rec tonight. He pretty much just told me. You gonna stab me tonight.
He said, come to Outside Rec tonight. And like Jay said, basically what that means is, yeah, come outside. So then basically, he gonna use that sword of justice on him. Absolutely insane. over some drugs that you lost or that you put in a microwave that broke, that got taken to the maintenance shop, and all of a sudden now it's lost. Somebody took it, more likely, because if the guards would have found it, they would have shut the whole thing down. They would have tried to convince somebody to confess or something like that for at least a little while. Even though nobody probably wouldn't, they would try it. And so now, he like, well, the prison hasn't gotten locked down, as in Primo. He's thinking the prison ain't got locked down. So somebody took it. But he wants to think that Jay took it. This is crazy, yo. Let's continue.
He don't do no fighting. Remember that? Make sure you come to outside rec tonight. He pretty much just told me, you gonna stab me tonight. He don't do no fighting. Remember what I told you? He ain't the fighting type. He pushes that blade. Make sure you be at that outside rec tonight. This is Saturday morning, 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning. Hot as hell. They didn't have no day rec that day. They had canceled rec that day due to the heat advisory. The guards let us know day rec has been canceled. We will be having night rec when it cools down. So his first chance, his next chance to get at me is going to be tonight at 6:30. It's 10:30 in the morning.
It's 10:30 in the morning. The next chance he's going to have is 6:30 at night. Let's continue.
We got about 8 hours. Chance, his next chance to get at me is going to be tonight at 6:30. It's 10:30 in the morning. We got about 8 hours until this dude's going to try to take my life on his yard over something I got nothing to do with, man. When I go out there, he's legitimately going to come at me with a bone crusher. And he's going to try to stab me to death. He wasn't the type of dude that's just going to prick you or once put a little hole in you. I knew the type of knives this dude fucked with. I had seen some of these knives this dude fucked with. One in particular, he had just got off of somebody I knew was something you didn't want no parts of it. If the blade didn't kill you, the rust will. Make sure you come to night rec, man. You heard me? Be on that yard tonight, man. I said, Brian got to fuck the pack. We passed that. You know what you did. I'm going to see you on the yard tonight.
See, now he passed the pack. He ain't even worried about the pack no more. You know what you did, as him assuming that he took the pack. I'm telling you, drug addiction is scary, bruh. Scary. Let's continue. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and join the Young Tripp family. Anybody who's struggling with addiction, please go get help. This is crazy.
I did to say there's no guy be on that yard tonight, man. I said, Brian got to fuck the pack. We passed that. You know what you did. I'm going to see you on the yard tonight. I did to say there's no guy would be crazy. Like, I'm very authentic and real in my experience, my life, the things I went through. I remember sitting in that cell. It was right after lunch. I remember I brushed my teeth. I sat in my bunk. I put my headphones in and I made my prayer. I said, God, here we go again. I tried to do everything right. Try to be a good person. But here I am again. I said, God, all I'm asking is that you guide me safely through this situation. I do my prayer to God and I go on about my business.
Amen. Amen. Praying was the right thing for Jay to do. Let's continue.
I go over and I eat lunch. Try to be a good person. But here I am again. I said, God, all I'm asking is that you guide me safely through this situation. I do my prayer to God and I go on about my business. I go over and I eat lunch. I come back. We're locked in the pod. They're not letting there's no outside movement. We're not going to the yard until tonight at 6:30. I'm prepared. When I say I'm prepared, I'm prepared. When I say I'm prepared, I'm prepared. My life is serious. I work on this maintenance shop with these grinders. My shit is surgical. If I hit you with mine, it ain't gonna take much pressure. It's gonna go through you and out you. And that's my plan.
Facts. With him working in the maintenance shop, you know he got stuff to make sure his really, really work. Let's continue.
There is no other surgical. If I hit you with mine, it ain't gonna take much pressure. It's gonna go through you and out you. And that's my plan. There is no other plan. There's nothing else I can do. The only other option is check in, and that's not an option. First signs of anything.
And I definitely ain't checking in, or I wouldn't check in over nobody's addiction. Heck no. Heck, no. Not over somebody's addiction. Especially not. Over all the things that you can check in about. Especially not over somebody's addiction. Let's continue.
Go at him. I said it to my plan. There is no other plan. There's nothing else I can do. The only other option is check in, and that's not an option. First signs of anything, I'm gonna go at him. My celly tells me, bro, I done seen him stab somebody up. Like, it ain't no talking. Like, wherever you see him, you better run up on and get to him, because soon as he sees you, he's gonna get the business, Jay. He's not out there to talk. If he told you to come out tonight, he don't want to talk. He's gonna try to kill you, man. Do you know what it feels like to know that somebody is actively planning and plotting on killing you in a few hours? That shit is terrifying.
I'm sure it is, and that's absolutely insane. Somebody is planning and plotting to unalive you, another inmate inside of a prison with you. I mean, even out here on the streets, I mean, if somebody was plotting to actively unalive you, is absolutely insane. Let's continue. And then on top of that, add this. On top of that, over drugs, over an addiction they have. Because they think that you took they stuff to support their addiction. And so now they want to unalive you over the addiction. It's absolutely insane. Let's continue.
Be the gang gonna try to kill you, man. Do you know what it feels like to know that somebody is actively planning and plotting on killing you in a few hours? That shit is terrifying. Be the gangster content prison creator that you are and act like you wouldn't have been scared. That shit is terrifying. Not only is that a big ass dude that I probably can't beat, I'm gonna be real, I probably can't beat on a one-on-one fight. Twice as strong as I am, twice as mean as I am, twice as ugly as I am. Like, this ain't no dude you want problems with, and he don't want to fight. I'd rather take the fight. I'd already told him, if you're looking to fight, we can fight. Ain't no none of that fighting shit. What I told you said, I'm gonna stab the shit out you. I'm gonna kill you behind this. I gotta face this. I ain't done shit.
Advertising, y'all.
I already told him, if you're looking to fight, we can fight. Ain't no none of that fighting shit. What I told you said, I'm gonna stab the shit out you. I'm gonna kill you behind this. I gotta face this. I ain't done shit. That's prison for you. We go to Chow, as we're coming back from Chow, I see two officers coming down the boulevard. The boulevard is the section of sidewalk that goes in between all these buildings. It's usually a long strip of sidewalk that branches off to different buildings. We call that the boulevard. I see two officers coming down the boulevard with a brown cart, and they're making their way to my building. Somebody's going in the hole. Somebody that got jammed up, something done happen. You see that a lot. As I'm waiting to go into 100 pod, the officers push the cart in beside me, and they go into 200 pod. They tap on the glass, hey, let us through. She opens the door, lets them through, they secure that door, they open my door, and they let me back in. So now I'm standing at the door, I'm looking. Like, who the hell they locking up? I got homeboys over here. The homeboys on the holler at about the situation. I'm watching, and they go to Primo's cell. They packing Primo's shit up. Or they packing his celly stuff up. Either way, one of them two is going to the hole. So I go to the back, I yell over to my dude, Danny. Hey, Danny, come to the back gate. He comes to the gate. And who they packing up over there, man? They packing up K or they packing up Primo? Are they packing up Primo, bro? I said, what happened? Got knocked off in the visitor room. Get in the pack.
See, he got knocked off trying to get another pack. You see how God worked? You see how God worked? Jay said that prayer. You see how God worked? You got to do the 3 claps. That's nothing but God working. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and join the Young Tripp family. Let's continue.
Brought in. What? Packing up Primo. Are they packing up Primo, bro? I said, what happened? Got knocked off in the visitor room. Get in the pack. Brought in. What? Tore him off in the visitor room. People seen this girl pass it off to him, snatched him up right then and there. That bitch gone. He catching street charges there and he going to the mountains. Have you ever heard the term sigh of relief? When you talk about a sigh of relief, I remember just looking up, like, thank you, God. Not that I want to see anybody get jammed up, not that I want to see anybody go to the hole, but thank you, God. Just like that, Primo got tore off in the visiting room trying to pick up this week's pack and got shipped up off of there. Never heard from him again, never seen him again. I got goosebumps telling this story. Legitimately got goosebumps. People, please stay free. Please, please stay free. I don't care how tough you are, there's somebody tougher than you. I don't care what you think you're capable of, there's somebody that's capable of more. This was somebody I was high with. A dude I had worked out with. I'd known this man for a while. And in me trying to be the nice guy and helping out somebody I knew, I put a big ass target on myself. But I remember after this whole situation ended, looking up like, thank you, God. Thank you. Had that not happened, I might not be telling this story right now. I could have very well went out to the yard that night. He killed me over there that corner, which I think he had every intent. In the weeks to come, I come to find out he'd already told other dudes what he was going to do. I'm going to kill the white boy in the yard tonight, man. Yeah, the white boy thinks shit's sweet. He done took the pack. I'm going to kill the white boy on the yard tonight, man. Yeah, word. He had every intent on killing me. To this day, I don't know what happened to that pack. I don't know if it was Radar, Barbie Doll, one of the white dudes. I have no clue. Never found out about it. But I learned a very valuable lesson. Don't inject yourself into situations. Try to stay out of shit like that by all means. Everybody's always looking for somebody to blame. Like I said, hey, he had not got torn off in that VI room that day. Thank you, God. I might not be here to tell this story. So that's it. That's how the missing pack story came to an end. Primo gets caught in the VI room catching a new pack, and our beef died just like that. He would end up catching new charges, getting more time added on, and sent to a supermax for the next 5 to 10 years. It is definitely not free the guys. Free some of them guys. Do not free all the guys. He's one of them guys that if he comes out, Primo would kill somebody, if I had to guess, within the first year. There's a reason they make prisons and they give out life sentences. Because there's some men that just can't function out here. They should never be outside of the fence. You should never be outside of those walls. It's like some dogs. They're good to their owner, right? But if you let it out the yard, it's going to attack and kill everything else in the neighborhood. That was Primo. Except Primo didn't have no owner. His owner was DOC. And if ever released, he would kill again. I remember sitting there talking to Twin that night, and Twin told me, he said, bro, you got an angel on your shoulder. Like, you got an angel. And I did go to the yard that night. Went right on out there. Wasn't no Primo. He ain't rock with a lot of dudes like that, so ain't nobody out there looking for me. It was just a situation between me and Primo. Stay free, people. I'm not ashamed to admit the emotions, things I went through, and the way I would feel about things. Let me tell you this, stay free. That was some scary shit. I ain't a killer, but don't push me. I'm trying to get home to my family. I don't got a life sentence. At that point, I probably had 5, 6 years left to do. I was still learning, lost my life behind nothing. Behind a pack I never even saw. I had a couple other dudes in the weeks after that tell me, bro, it probably wasn't even no pack. That's some extortion shit. That's an old trick.
And yeah, that happens too, where they'll say that there is a pack and then there really isn't. And it's really some extortion stuff where maybe the person will try to get a pack to give it to them. Crazy. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell notification and join the Young Tripp family. Let's continue.
What he was going to do next was, I had a couple other dudes in the weeks after that tell me, bro, it probably wasn't even no pack. That's some extortion shit. That's an old trick. What he was going to do next was come at you and be like, look, you got to pay, bro. So every week I need this, until it's paid off. Wasn't none of that going to happen. I ain't never been extorted. I ain't never been robbed. Wasn't going to start today. Whatever it's going to be, it's going to be. You let these dudes do these things to you, and that's who you become. Everybody that knows I'll fight. They know if pushed, I'll push the blade. Not what I want to do. I don't want to stab nobody, man. Have I? Yes. Have I been stabbed? Yes. Did I enjoy either one of the situations? No. But I'd rather be holding the knife than be the man on the bad side of it. So once again, make sure y'all check the description of this video. And if you can and you got it like that, please chip into Mark's GoFund. Help us bury my friend. I've put up thousands. So for anybody that thinks I'm not doing my part, I deal directly with the family. I've put up thousands, man. Thousands and thousands of dollars, but we're still short. Every dollar helps. Please hit that GoFundMe. Then send me an email at jletslivelife@gmail.com so I can shout you out. Make sure you tap into the live that's coming and stay free. This video gave me all types of anxiety. Stay free. Rest in peace to Mark Ezell Jr., man. I love you, bro. I love you. But anyways, these streets, these jails, these prisons, they're all just crazier world inside of a already crazy world we live in. And as always, y'all know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to keep you entertained. Are you not entertained? Like always, this is Jay Williams. Let's live life. To all my real ones and all some real ones watching, because y'all still watching me. And y'all know how we do. Salute.
Jay Williams, Jay Williams, Jay Williams.
They chained me to a post for a...
Yeah. I believe that maybe there wasn't no pack. And I believe he just had every intention of trying to unalive Jay. These people with addictions are absolutely something else and really need serious treatment and to be put in a treatment facility, and also probably be in prison in the case of Primo because he'd be unaliving people and never should be let out. But let me know what y'all think. I'll have the original video pinned at the top of the chat and in the link in the description. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and join the Young Tripp family. If you have any videos that you run across that you want to hear me react to on the channel, post it in my community tab or send it to me through my social media accounts on FB or Instagram. The link to the original video and the link to my social media accounts will be at the top of the chat and at the top of the link in the description. If you have any situations involving police misconduct, injustice, violations of civil rights, or anything like that involving you, a friend, or a relative, send that to me through direct message on FB or Instagram, and I can interview you, your loved one, or you can tell me the details and I can tell the story. If your friend or loved one is no longer here anymore, you can tell the story or I can tell the story and push for justice for you and your family and fight for justice with you and your family. Also, let me know if there's activists already involved so I can join them in the fight for you and your family. Also, let me know if there is a civil rights attorney similar to Ben Crump or Ben Crump himself as well on the case as well too. So let me know about all of that. Also, make sure you come follow me over on my professional FB and professional Instagram account as well too. Make sure you come follow me on my professional Instagram and professional FB. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and join the Young Tripp family, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Primo is insane and really needs help with his addiction. Peace.